Direct Express announcement for Social Security, including retirement, disability, SSDI, survivors, spousal, and SSI beneficiaries. I have all the details and exactly what you need to know right here in the video. Let's get right into it. I know in this video we're specifically focusing on Direct Express and some information they recently put out you may want to take into consideration, especially if you are a fixed income beneficiary who receives your Social Security benefit loaded onto or deposited onto your Direct Express card each and every month. This is very important information that, again, I do want to bring to your attention because things are changing rapidly, things are adapting and developing very rapidly, and again, this is very important, and at the end of the day, it relates to your monthly benefit, the money that you're depositing onto your Direct Express card, which I do know a lot of you here in the community have Direct Express cards based on comments that I've seen on previous videos, and again, I know that millions upon millions of people all across the country rely on their Direct Express card to receive their Social Security benefit or whatever payments they're receiving from the Social Security Administration every single month. Let's get into it and talk about this announcement, what it means, and why I want to bring this to your attention. Really fast before we do, thanks for joining me. If you have not done so yet, make sure to do yourself a huge favor. Hit the subscribe button right down below the video. It is totally free to do so, and I'm here for you right by your side every single day, bringing you the latest details, watching everything that's being announced, all the bills, packages, proposals, announcements, anything popping up you can possibly grab and or take advantage of, including but not limited to money, benefits, raises to benefits, checks, programs, stimulus checks, monthly checks, anything else like that. Of course, I'm bringing it to your attention immediately right here in these short videos, literally every single day. Things are changing very rapidly, and we all know it's a very busy time right now. This year is very busy. A lot of changes and a lot of things are coming up already focused on the low income. Either way, I'm here for you any way that I possibly can be and to advocate on your behalf. So again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so. I truly appreciate literally every single one of you right here in the community. We've got to stick together right now. It's a tough time out there, and I'm here for you. Anyway, thank you so much. Let's get into it and talk about Direct Express, the announcement, what I want to bring to your attention, and how this may potentially impact your benefit at some point. Hopefully not in a bad way, but again, we got to watch this. There's a lot of stuff that's going on right now, and a lot of people out there, unfortunately, taking advantage of others, including fixed income beneficiaries, who sometimes are actually focused on as a result of these operations. So let's talk about what's going on here. All right, so some information coming out, and again, this is some information that Direct Express recently announced and some information they put out in regards to your Direct Express card. Now, I also want to point this out really fast here. What I'm going to be talking about here in this video, is focused on Direct Express, but at the same time, if you're somebody that receives SNAP benefits and you have an EBT card, electronic balance transfer card, EBT, that's where you get your food stamps, your SNAP benefits, whatever you call it, right? If you have one of these cards as well, kind of the same thing applies here, okay? So just take this into consideration. If you have either of these cards here, just take this into consideration. But here's what's going on. So unfortunately, there are people out there who are sending text messages, making phone calls, sending emails, sending different types of communication out to people that have these types of cards, Direct Express, EBT, receive fixed income benefits, asking for them to maybe call and verify their account, or maybe saying things like, whatever, we need to call and, redirect your funds, or you've got a big payment coming into you, or all kinds of weird stuff like this, acting like they're going to help you out in some way. Well, it's not really the case, okay? Here's the deal. Direct Express and EBT, as in your state that administers your food stamps, they're not going to call you asking for things like your PIN number, your account number. They're not going to call you and ask you to transfer them money or ask you for your personal information. They're not going to do that. They're not going to text you, they're not going to call you, and they're not going to email you. The same thing goes with Social Security, and the same thing goes with the IRS. They're not going to call you. They will send you letters. They will definitely send you letters, but they're not going to jump on the phone, and they're definitely not going to call you. They're not going to send you a text message, and they will not send you emails asking for this personal information. So basically what they want to say is keep all of this information very private. Now again, I know this sounds super basic, like, really? We already know this. Yeah, I know, we know this, but here's the deal. Things are adapting so fast right now. There's a lot of things that are happening, including AI, artificial intelligence, that sound very real, that really are not real whatsoever. It's just a computer. Have you ever seen anything like this? Have you heard AI-generated voices and conversations? It's like crazy real. There's times that you can hear this stuff. It sounds just like a person talking. You can hear hear the person talking, you can hear the voice, you can hear them taking a breath between words, right? Like a dog panting in the phone or something, right? You like that? I've never panted in a video before, but you get my little impression, right? My point is, you can hear this stuff. It is crazy how sophisticated this AI technology is getting right now, and it is kind of hard to decipher whether it is a real live human or whether it is an AI, a computer-generated voice or person like this. So my point is, even if you pick up your phone and it sounds like a real live person, it may not be, okay? In some instances, if they're trying to get personal information, like your account number, your PIN number, your social, your address, stuff like this, ooh, I'd be very careful about that. So I have actually a little bit of a rule. Now, this is a rule that I implemented, I don't know, maybe 15 years ago, something like this. I was actually living with my parents at the time, and we had all these people coming to the door, right? You get these people that knock on the door. Hey, would you like to buy my junk? And you're like, no, get out of here, right? Well, here's the deal. I implemented this rule a long time ago, and I told my parents, I said, we're not buying anything from anybody that knocks on this door or calls us. I don't care what it is. We buy nothing. Nothing. That's the rule. If we're interested, we gather information. We will call them back. So this is a rule that I still have today, which is if anybody calls me saying, hey, I got this little widget, would you like to buy this junk? My answer is no, but it sounds interesting. Why don't you tell me your website, tell me the name of your company, and I will call you directly with the phone number that I find from your website. That's what I like to do, because here's the thing. Anybody can call you, anybody can text you, anybody can send you an email and pretend to be somebody else when really they're not, okay? Just remember that. Even sometimes people can call and be like, yeah, I'm from this company, and pretend, obviously to be that person or a representative, something like that, and they're trying to sell the products from a different company when really it's not even them. They're just acting to be that person just to try to get your personal information. Please be very careful. This stuff is happening all the time right now. I know it sounds a little far-fetched, like, nah, this isn't happening. Guarantee it. It's happening, okay? It's happening all the time. So super scary stuff, and a lot of times it may not even need to be a real person that's calling or texting you. It's probably all a computer that's doing it with a human voice. And again, it's very hard to decipher who is real and who's not, right? So my point is, never ever give any of your information to anybody, including me. I don't want it either, okay? Please do not leave that information in the comments section. Do not leave it there. If I ever see information like that, personal information, I delete it. No, here's the thing. Interestingly enough, over the last few years here, believe it or not, I have seen social security numbers, birth dates, addresses, full names, all kinds of stuff like that down below in the comments section. If I see that, I'm deleting it, okay? Not because I'm trying to be like a mean person or whatever. I just don't want that information out there. I'm trying to protect you, okay? That information should never be in the public domain. So please don't ever leave that information down below. Don't send it to me either. I have no use for that information. I don't want it, okay? That's not for me to know. I don't want that. But I do want to help you out. I do want to protect you in any way that I possibly can. And again, if I ever see stuff like that down below in the comment section, I'm certainly going to get rid of it. So again, we've got to stick together right now, but here is the information that I want to bring to your attention. And just remember, they're never going to call you. They're never going to text you. They're never going to send you an email. They're never going to ask for this personal information. Now, here's the deal. If somebody calls and says, hey, I promise I'm from your local office, I need your information because of XYZ, you may want to go through the process of verifying that person somehow, some way, maybe ask for verification or be like, hey, you know what? I'm just not comfortable giving this information out. I don't know why you're calling me right now, but you could just even say, you know what? I'm going to call the office back myself here and just hang up and then just call the local office back and just, look up the number on your own. Maybe you have that resource, you can find it somewhere. You probably have that information somewhere, but call the local office back yourself and say, hey, I just received a call from John down at your local office or whoever, whatever, and he wants me to give you my personal information. Is this really a thing? Like, is John really there? You know what I mean? So, and if it is, then fine. Who cares? You're protecting yourself. I don't think anybody's going to be like mad at you for trying to protect yourself and your personal information, right? So just be safe out there. And again, this is stuff that's happening right now. And the more sophisticated these computers and AI, artificial intelligence gets, it's kind of scary to see all this going on. In fact, I don't know, maybe a number of months ago, maybe 2-3 months ago or so now, the president signed an executive order on AI, right? Regulation of AI, because it's getting so out of hand. In fact, they're actually talking about this is potentially really dangerous for the human population. Crazy, right? So the takeover of the machines, it's happening. Seriously, big stuff here. And again, at the end of the day, when it comes down to your fixed income benefit, just imagine if something happened to that, that'd be really detrimental for a lot of people. Okay, that'd be a really, really, really bad situation. If something happened where your benefits were taken from you, or somebody hacked into your card or got your benefits somehow, that'd be really bad. It would take a long time to get that money reinstated. And a lot of times people don't have anything to lean back on. So to have that happen to somebody would be really, really rough. Okay, so the best thing we can do is the first line of defense: don't give your information to anybody. Make sense? So again, I know this sounds super basic, but at the end of the day, it's tough. Sometimes you get these phone calls, you get this information that comes out, and it sounds like just a nice person trying to help you out. That may not be true, okay? Either way, no matter what your personal information is, do not share it with anybody unless you know 100% for a fact it is a trusted source. Like it's somebody that you know for a fact is the right person, and probably somebody that you've established the communication with, not somebody that just randomly calls you, hey, it's me, John Doe, and I want your information. No, sorry, John, take a hike. Right? So anyway, hope you're having a nice day so far. I want to help you out in any way that I possibly can. Again, super weird times that we're going through right now, and things are changing rapidly. These people are smart, just to be real with you, okay? They're smart, they're clever, and, they're not necessarily the best people, trying to pull this kind of stuff, but it is happening. It's a real thing. So anyway, hope you're doing well. Again, please subscribe down below if you haven't done so yet. Share the video with your friends, family, social media. Go back and check out any of the other thousands of videos here on the channel, including those that I have linked down below in the description. And at the top of the comment section, there's a link there as well to a great video. Check out those videos. Share the video with your friends, family, social media so they can also stay safe, and enjoy. Take care. Hope this helps you, and I'll catch you again later in the